Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
They throw it out right complete. He will have the conversion and more than that. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger, 28 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where...
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. Check right. No check.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey running up the middle. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They'll try and run for it. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Giants are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in. But I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they were setting up the screen, CD, a lot of free runners, and they got there late, and the penalty ensued.
Yeah, somehow it didn't get into their brains that it was a screen, right? Instead of pulling off and chasing the ball downfield, they kept going towards the quarterback and knocked him down way late. That draws the penalty flag each and every time.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones to the right and complete to Galladay. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's got Bellinger. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That's good for 28 yards.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They hand off to their big tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the 49ers going to take another timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal. Here's a sneak with Jones. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go, set.
A final shot before half for Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
And he's got some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Check pink. Check hut.
McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, 49ers.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
A first down carry for Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he will have a Giants first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
But they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually... Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Barkley, inside handoff. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs, clocking.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Daniel Jones scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Giants get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft and when they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your lineman surge and fire out.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So trying to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Ready, ready. Drill 3. Set.
Desperation time here. Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he is going to have the Niners first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. This one complete. Lance to Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Lance looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Set, ready. Drill check.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go. Opposite. 3. Go. 10. 6. Mega.
Here's Lance. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now he's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's 2-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll try and run it in. And he is in for 2 points. And barring some hijinks on the kickoff, we're going to be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back. So it's the 49ers who will get the football first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And how about that? So many times the big play is what does it in overtime. They got one there, move the ball past midfield, and now you know they're on the move, looking to score the game-winning touchdown because a field goal won't finish the game.
That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Lance going to sneak it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Almost want to go Shakespeare here. My kingdom for a yard. Quarterback sneak, nothing doing.
Better be careful. Shakespeare might sue you.
Yeah, he might come get me, right? Good luck with that, Bard.
Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal.
Check me.
McCaffrey, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2. And they'll go for it. Lance. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Giants. That kickoff return, 104 yards. And the Giants have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Gano now to add the extra point. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Gano for the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up